In a quiet village, there lived a young woman named Sarah. She was talented in many ways, but she had a big problem that held her back. Sadly, she didn't believe in herself. When opportunities came, a voice in her head whispered, "You're not good enough." People praised her work, but she thought, "I don't deserve it." Because of this, her confidence had withered. She stopped trying new things and became timid and shy. Every day, she felt more worthless. One evening, Sarah sat alone on a bench in the village garden. She had just walked away from a big opportunity because she was afraid to fail. Tears streamed down her face. Nearby, an elderly woman was tending to the flower beds. One bed was overgrown with dark, thorny weeds. The other was blooming with beautiful flowers. The old woman walked over with her watering can. She said gently, "You look defeated, dear, like you have given up on yourself." Sarah wiped her tears. "I want to do things with my life," she whispered, "but I don't believe I can. Everyone else is confident. I just feel like I'll fail." The old woman looked at her garden. "Confidence isn't something you're born with. It's something you grow. Come to my cottage tomorrow at sunrise, and I'll show you the secret." The next morning, Sarah arrived at the cottage. Behind the house was a small garden divided into two sections. On the left, thorny weeds grew thick and strong, choking the ground. On the right, small flower seedlings were just beginning to sprout, and they looked delicate and hopeful. The old woman handed Sarah a watering can. "This can only holds enough water for one side of the garden. Every morning I face a choice. I can water the weeds, or I can water the flowers. See." She filled the can from the well and walked to the flower side. She watered each small seedling carefully, leaving the weeds on the other side dry. The weeds are strong now, but without water, they'll weaken and die. The flowers are small now, but water them every day, and they'll grow strong. She refilled the can and handed it to Sarah. "Now you choose. Water the weeds, or water the flowers." Sarah looked at both sides. The weeds seemed so powerful, demanding attention. But she turned her back on them, and instead poured water on the flower seedlings. "Good," the old woman smiled. "You're learning." She sat down beside Sarah and said, "Now you know the secret. In your mind, two gardens exist. One garden grows weeds, thoughts of doubt, fear, and failure. The other garden grows flowers, thoughts of confidence, capability, and worth. You only have one watering can. That is your attention. Every day, you choose which garden to water." Sarah immediately understood. All her life she had been watering weeds. Focusing on her failures meant she was feeding the weeds and making doubt grow stronger, while her confidence ebbed away. "What you water grows," the old woman said simply. "What you neglect dies. It's your choice every single day." Sarah set off for home with a new mission. When a doubting thought appeared, she recognized it as a weed and refused to water it. Instead, she turned her attention to the flowers. "I'm learning," she told herself. "I'm capable." At first, the weeds were loud, but day by day, they weakened, and slowly her confidence grew stronger. 4 months later, Sarah barely recognized herself. The garden of doubt was dry and withered. Her confidence was blooming with life. She had learned the secret. You cannot water both gardens. You must always choose the flowers. If you like the story, please give it a like and share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more inspiring stories like this one. Thank you for staying with us. See you in the next story, with new thoughts and new lessons. Until then, stay well and keep watering the flowers.